Hello everyone. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. Holy shit. I said that really fast. I'm really tired right now. So I'm probably going to take a nap after this. I don't really feel that well. My stomach hurts. But since this is a video about music is what it's going to be about, since I've had a lot of requests of doing videos on what type of music I like or what type of singers I like, bands. A lot of people already probably know this kind of stuff. I have a decent taste in music, I would say. So I got the shirt, Elvis, by the way. And speaking of Elvis, he's probably one of my favorite singers. Not my favorite. My well, I'll just start from probably my least favorite to my favorite, because I want to save my favorite for last. My dog's making a lot of noise. He's actually doing well. From people who saw my last video, he had surgery, and he had a tumor in his testicle, and I was like kind of worried about it beforehand. Before I just noticed when I'm not gonna start talking about testicles again. But yeah, his surgery went really well. I thought that they were going to completely neuter him, but they didn't. I don't know why. So yeah, they just took with the one, hold on. I need to get my vape for this. Alright, so my least favorite, this is difficult. My least favorite would probably have to be country. But these are still all my favorites, okay? Now, country music from today's era, awful, terrible, awful. But that's just my opinion. They all got the same sound and the same kind of lyrics that just bother me. Like the sound of country music today, it is just not appealing to my ears. Here, I'm gonna see if my dog wants to come in. He's having a lot of trouble with his cone, because he has a cone around his head, and he has to wear it for like a week. No, he had 10 days. Scruffy. Yeah, I don't know where he is. He's making a lot of noise. Let me close my door. But, anyways, the country music from today is completely shitty. It is shit. It is, when I hear it, it just hurts my ears. I'm like, what is this? You should be listening to, if you like country music, for one. I know it's kind of surprising because a lot of people don't like country music, right? But I like really old country. When it was good. Johnny Cash, he was by far, I think he's my favorite country singer. I don't even know if that's completely country music, but I think he goes under the category of country. Hank Williams. Now, he had a very unique, very unique style. My grandfather, I've talked about my grandfather a lot in my old videos, because he had a huge impact on me. And he would always play Hank Williams. At the time, I didn't even really know. He would always sing it. Hank Williams was probably the best country artist singer of all time. Just on people's, on expert opinion, or on people who actually know music. But he died. He was almost in the 27 Club. I think it's, 27 Club. He was almost in the 27 Club. That would have been really weird. If you don't know what the 27 Club is, it's Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, all the people who died at 27. I think Kurt Cobain's in that, right? Maybe. I'm not completely sure on that. I don't listen to too much Nirvana. so I don't really know too much about Kurt Cobain. So country music is probably my least favorite out of all my favorites. Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson. That's weird. What the hell? I don't think you could pick that up, but I hear a cat outside meowing. It's probably my cat. She's not in here right now. She was an outside cat for like 18 for like 15 years, 18 years. Yeah, she's been outside the whole time, her whole life, and she actually bit the hell out of me yesterday. But it was mostly my fault, but I would say it's the cat's fault. Because what animals like to do, they like to walk under your feet, and my dog does it all the time when he's begging for food or something. That cat just like every time I get up, she's right under my feet. I accidentally stepped on her and she just bit the hell out of me. I started bleeding really bad. But back to what I was talking about, country music. Johnny Cash by far my favorite. I can't think of any. I know most of those types of singers, but I can't really think of them right now. Um, I don't even prepare for videos. I don't prepare. I don't even try to prepare. I wanted to prepare for this video, but I didn't. Okay, so country least favorite. My third least favorite. These are my favorites, by the way. I'm going from my least favorite, as in, I should have probably worded that differently. Um, these are all my favorites, okay? All my favorites, but I'm putting them in tiers. I should have probably added tiers, but I don't really care. Um, let's see. Um, rock and roll. I would probably, yeah, rock and roll, because it's four: country, rock and roll, and then two other ones. Rock and roll is definitely, it is my favorite. It's my favorite at times, and then other times it's not my favorite. So many rock and roll groups. My favorite rock and roll group band of all time is Led Zeppelin. Uh, that's probably a lot of people's favorites because Led Zeppelin is fucking incredible. Robert Plant, probably probably one of the best singers, best rock and roll singers. He didn't really know how to sing properly. Uh, so he kind of messed up his voice in the like mid 70s. I think it was 74, 74 or 75. He kind of just like ruined his voice because he used it too much, belted too much, um, smoked too much. He didn't really take care of his vocal cords. So he kind of just ruined his voice. And then I listened to Communication Breakdown in 1975, and his voice was all over the place. And I was like, what? And then you go back, you listen to their 1970 live or 1973, and his voice is just amazing. So after Led Zeppelin, Jimmy Page. Jimmy Page is probably, well, back to Led Zeppelin. Jimmy Page is probably my second or first favorite guitarist. Maybe. I can't think of anything but Jimi Hendrix. And other guitarists. So Led Zeppelin. Second, this is tough. I'm gonna have to say AC/DC. Um, I don't know if they are. I think they're rock and roll. I'm just gonna label them as rock and roll because I know it's hard metal-ish something. So I'm just gonna it's rock and roll. AC/DC. I don't know why, but I love AC/DC the most. Or like it's very close. Led Zeppelin and AC/DC. I don't know why I love AC/DC so much. They have this really unique sound. No sound that can be mimicked. And Angus Young, the guitarist, is incredible. He is incredible. Like I was recently just watching an interview on him and Brian Johnson, and he is just hilarious. He looks like a guy that would be extremely fun to hang around. Um, AC/DC, a lot of people probably wonder who my favorite singer was on the AC/DC. On AC/DC. Bon Scott, definitely. Oh, my stomach hurts. Bon Scott, definitely my favorite. Way better than Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson's really, really, really good, but nothing can beat the original, in my opinion. Sorry. I ate some soup and it's just like messing with my stomach. Um, Brian Johnson's really damn good. That's a very good replacement for Bon Scott. But Bon Scott, unbeatable. He had everything. He had everything. His voice was amazing. Too bad he drank too much and died because of that. All all of like the best people die of something really stupid. Um, so ACDC definitely second, third. Uh, I'm not gonna say Pink Floyd is in that. Um, Pink Floyd's probably like fifth. I don't know why. I just can't. I just like they're really good. Okay, they're really amazing, but I just can't get into it. Like I can at times, but I don't know. Like a lot of people love Pink Floyd. I love Pink Floyd, but um, I don't know. So third will probably have to be Queen. Queen, Freddie Mercury, probably the second best rock and roll voice. Um, I would put Robert Plant ahead of him. After Queen, mm, Guns N' Roses. I really like Axl Rose, even though he's a dick. Axl Rose, amazing voice, and now he's like kind of the lead singer of AC/DC, which is just. I mean, I listened to him sing with AC/DC. It sounded really good, but damn, they're getting old. I don't know how much more they can do after AC/DC. I'm going blank on probably a few, just because I didn't really prepare for this. Like this is just coming off my head. I didn't prepare whatsoever. That's how most of my videos go, anyways. The Beatles, I guess. Yeah, the Beatles will probably go fourth. The Beatles were really good. I love John Lennon. He's probably one of the most interesting people. I really liked him. Very, very interesting. A very interesting human being. He had a really good mindset on things. He had a very, I really liked the way he viewed everything. Um, so the Beatles. I'm just gonna say Elvis Presley. He was a rock and roll singer, but no band. So Elvis Presley's in that group. Uh, Amazing. He's probably in my top five of my favorite singers. He's just brilliant, brilliant. His voice is just amazing. But too bad another one of them. He just did too many drugs, you know, and died from it. So, all right, now we're gonna move on to my second favorite, which is probably tied with my first favorite. It is jazz. Um, Everybody probably already knows this, that I am a huge fan of Frank Sinatra. Um, Frank Sinatra is my favorite singer of all time. He is my favorite singer. I've listened to so many singers in my life, but Frank Sinatra, like I know a lot of people won't agree with me on this, but just Frank Sinatra, he just hits me in like a very weird way. When I first started listening to him, I didn't really like him that much. I didn't like his voice that much. I didn't. I mean, I did, but I didn't think it was my favorite. I thought Dean Martin was my favorite. Um, and then I started listening to Frank Sinatra more, and I started watching his movies, and I started just listening to more of his music, and it just changed in a snap. Like amazing. He is my favorite singer of all time. Uh, by far. The most music I listen to when I'm listening to music is old time jazz. Jazz singers, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, um, Tony Bennett, uh, Andy Williams, Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, Bing Crosby, all of those people. Bing Crosby, brilliant. An amazing voice. But my favorite singers of all time probably goes Frank Sinatra. I'm probably gonna have to put another jazz singer into this. I'm gonna say Nat King Cole. His voice was so rich and deep and just he smoked what his idea was. He smoked 3 packs a day to make his voice sound richer. And guess what? It kind of worked. But he did die of lung cancer at 45 years old. So, I mean, you know, amazing voice. Billie Holiday, she is up there. Amazing. Her voice is absolutely amazing. She's probably the best female singer I've ever heard of, except for Judy Garland. Judy Garland's voice was purely amazing. Judy Garland was like, her voice was really good. I forgot what movie she did. It was 1939, and I think it was 39. Yeah, it was Wizard of Oz. Yeah, she sung a Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and that was amazing. So, jazz singers, Dean Martin. Dean Martin was a very interesting guy. Very, very fun to watch. He was very funny. If you don't really know too much about these old-time singers, like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Nat King Cole, I would really suggest go listening to them, because that is music right there. That is the definition of music, and I love it. So, first, my favorite type of music is classical music. I don't really have too much to say about this, but whenever I'm reading, whenever I'm just trying to calm down, or whenever, just anything, I think it's the most relaxing, and it is the most beautiful music. Like, I could listen to classical music all day, and I've been doing that a lot more recently. Classical music is the most pleasing to my ears. It is just a beautiful thing. Classical music is hands down my favorite, but not by far. Jazz is right up there. It is right up there with classical music. Classical music is just the most satisfying for me. Now, I don't really know too many of the composers or whatever they call them. I never really looked too much into it. But I do listen to classical music like sometimes for like 4 hours a day or something like that. It's the most satisfying. There's this one piece of music that I really liked. I don't know how to properly say it. I forgot who it was by. It's Gymnopedie. That is probably so wrong. Gymnopedie. There's a series of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 is my favorite. I really butchered that. I'm really sure I did, because I have no idea how to say that, and I have not looked it up. I don't know how to say it. But I probably listened to about 100 hours of that song, of that piece of music. 100 hours, easily. And it is the most appealing to me. So, classical music, you got Mozart, you got Bach, you got Beethoven, you have, hell, I don't even know. Most of their names I don't really pay attention to their names. I never really go into detail with it. I don't know why, but I probably should start, because I've listened to countless. I have no idea why. That's so weird. I've listened to countless hours, days probably, of listening to classical music, and it's amazing. It's there. So, any oddball type of music I like? Music that people probably don't think I like. Hip hop. Or, I don't know how to say it. Hip hop or rap. I like rap when it's good. I've been recently listening to Kendrick Lamar. That guy, holy shit. I mean, his new album did just drop not too long ago. Kendrick Lamar. Holy shit. I listened to the song DNA by him, and I was like, whoa, this guy is like fucking incredible. Like, I can appreciate all types of music, right? If you're a true music fan, you can appreciate all types of music. And Kendrick Lamar is right up there with Tupac, Biggie, and all the other best rappers of all time. I know it's strange coming from me, but that's the only rap I like, is when the lyrics are actually really good. Or the lyrics are meaningful, have meaning, not good, have meaning to them. And Kendrick Lamar, he will definitely probably be the best rapper of all time. Just from what I've heard, he is incredible. Anything else? I do not like grunge music. I do not like I do not like Nirvana. I'm sorry. A lot of people probably don't like that. I like I don't know. I just can't get into it. I've tried. Ooh, Michael Jackson. He's good. I forgot to put really the people who are just, solo artists, not really a genre. I mean, they have a genre, but not of what you'd think. Who else? Am I missing anybody? I'm sure I'm missing so many people. I mean, you got Jimi Hendrix. I don't know. But that's pretty much it for this. I hope everybody enjoyed. If you enjoyed, I upload every week, once a week, sometimes 2 times. Highly unlikely for 2 times. You can subscribe, like. I post videos every week. I hope everybody enjoyed this. Like, I know it's different. I don't prepare. So do not hate on me. I don't prepare. If I prepared for it, I would have been able to list so many. But I was just giving my favorites. I probably missed a few, obviously, probably. But I hope everybody enjoyed. All of my social medias will be down in the description. Facebook page, I have a Facebook page. And if you want to message me on there, feel free. I'll respond. I respond to everything. I respond to everything on Snapchat. If you want to add me on Snapchat, it's there. Follow me on Twitter. It's there. Instagram. It's also there. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.